My smallest collection bought ever, 20 euros. So I don't think we can get too wrong. Already we have these two nice die. I haven't got those before, and a few nice deck boxes. So if nothing else, we have something to look forward to keep anyway. This is a really nice die. I didn't have this one. It's Bloomburrow. Nice coloring. I think the recent oversized die have been really underwhelming just in terms of the color and how the letters pop out. I think this is really cool, and it has the paw for the number 1. I've never seen it before, so maybe there's some nice Bloomburrow cards in this set. And then this is, I think, something from Innistrad. It has this bat, but you can see already, look at the quality difference. Like, one has this golden letter, so one is just kind of carved out. I don't know what's happening. Let's go through the boxes as usual. We'll sort out the rares. I'll do a bit of a guessing if it's worth anything, and then we'll do some time traveling, and we'll come back with the scanned value of everything, and we'll see where that takes us. Already I've seen some rares, but let's go through it together. Do we want to zoom in? I think we're already at the maximum. A vehicle, nothing too exciting. I don't know what this could do. Oh, okay, so this is now this set. Olivia's Attendants, Menace, 6/6. Whenever this creature deals damage, create that many blood tokens. What are they? They are artifacts with pay 1, tap, discard a card, sacrifice this artifact, draw a card. Okay, so it's kind of like a card draw mechanics. I don't know, maybe worth something. We'll brawl. Okay, it's kind of random, all kinds of sets. What is this? Duskmorn. Oh, Bloomburrow. Okay, but we just try to find the rares. Okay, something Korean, I think. But it's kind of cool. We put the foreign to the side. Let's see what rare. Okay, also this Kaldheim set. Oh, and another rare. Let's take a look. Vampire, 3 mana for a flying 2/3. Whenever one or more creatures with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. But once per turn. Okay, this could be something. I think that could be a pretty good one. And vampires, they're usually in a white, black, red deck. Human Rogue, Lifelink, maybe. Dino, nothing exciting. Oh, what is this? Vampire Berserker, Angie's Ravager. 3 for a 3/3 that has to attack. I feel that's a downside, that it has to attack. But when it attacks, discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. Okay, so if you have low amount of cards, maybe good. I don't think any of these are any bangers, but I'm not so good usually at predicting, so we'll see. Another vampire, again with the treasure token. No, treasure token, not the blood token. Arsonist. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, a lot of these. Ooh, also kind of cool. Probably doesn't do anything. So short text. Is that more of a flavor text rather than a description text? But kind of nice if you want to play it, because you don't have to be able to read it. Maybe we'll check that as well. And now I'm feeling like, because there's so many random cards with different sets and different languages, that this is maybe somebody's just leftover bulk. But who knows? This looks kind of nice, like a giant 0/0. Enters the battle with 4+1 counters on it. Okay, so it's kind of like a 4/4, but maybe something adapts it. Whenever another green creature enters the battlefield under your control, you put a +1/+1 on this dude. Okay, and then you can get another one as well if it's even stronger than this. Okay, so this is kind of nice. It's a giant that grows. We got a human knight, wolf dude creation. More Bloomburrow. I would like to see some of the Bloomburrow rares. What is this? It's so random, these random sets. Whenever Exalted Angel deals damage, you gain that much life. That's pretty good, but for 6. Maybe it's a bit expensive. I don't know. Ooh, now we have something. Kaldheim, Giant Berserker. Is it 2 of the same? They're probably not valuable. If a giant you control would deal damage to a permanent or play, it is double the damage. Okay, that seems pretty good. We have another giant, maybe do a giant deck. Olivia's Attendants, Menace. Okay, again, blood tokens. That's pretty good. You get quite a few blood tokens with this one. Could be something. Phyrexian. I never understood this Phyrexian. There's so many Phyrexian. I don't really know what that is. Okay, it does something. What is this? Secret reveal. Nothing. Ooh, special art. Special art. Oh, this glimmer. I played with some of this. I once played this Duskmorn as a draft. So this could be something. Maybe. And then something a little bit. I mean, this is just an uncommon, but what is this? Why does it have that, even if it's an uncommon? This is usually for rare and mythical. So we'll scan this one as well. Maybe this is like a reprint of something. Draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards. Unless you discard a basic land. So you can discard also 1. This could be a pretty good card. Also looked kind of cool. Okay, so that's half of the first box. We have another half to go. Can't take it all at once. There's some so random cards. Okay, Modern Horizon, 3, an instant. You may sacrifice a non-token black creature rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Instead of paying 4, you can sacrifice. So something that you have on your board. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker with the greatest mana value among the creatures. So this is pretty good, right? You play this for free by sacrificing a small dude, and then everybody else needs to sacrifice something big. That could be something. Okay, what is this set? Yeah, it's from the Assassin's Creed. Okay, again, so random sets. What is this? Bloodline Culling. Okay, minus for creatures or tokens. Bloodline Culling. Was that the same? Same, but different art. Undermine. Counter target spell. Okay, counter spell where people lose life. Maybe not so good for 3. I don't know. Any more rares? What is this? A rare land? No, uncommon land. Oh, that's kind of nice though. Lava and ice. Kaldheim. Maybe I try to make a full set of that as well. That seems like a cool set. Okay, small pile so far of rares. We still have a lot to go. Ooh, what is this? Zombie. Okay, I like the zombies. When this dude enters the battlefield, somebody else or me, I can choose, mills 5 cards. Could be good. If you have some kind of graveyard synergies. What else do we... Ooh, Bloomburrow. It's kind of nice. I understand why people like the Bloomburrow. It's a little bit of a nice, cozy atmosphere. Ooh, Wolf Rider. Special art foil. Maybe that's something. Let's see. What is this C? Clue. C. I've never seen this set before. Oh, and what is this? Dusk. Okay, another Glimmer. I'm not sure what the Glimmer means, but whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, and then when this creature dies, if it was a creature, return it to its owner's control. It's an enchantment. Yeah, so you kind of get 2 in 1. It's a creature and then it comes back as an enchantment. I think that could be good. That feels like it's kind of... Ooh, okay. First Bloomburrow foil and rare. I mean rare and foil. Thundertrap Trainer Offspring. You may play an additional 4 as you cast this spell. If you do, when these creatures enters, create a 1/1 token copy of it. Why would I pay 4? But maybe it does something. When it enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest of the bottom. Okay, so you pay extra and you can have more card draw. But it's optional. You don't have to do it. Werewolf. Is this like a 2? I knew it was a 2-sided card. Usually it has this day and night. I think it's something like that. I'm not sure when it flips, but it's something to do with its day or night. Again, whenever you cast an instance or sorcery, you create a zombie. At the beginning of upkeep, if you control 3 or more creature tokens, you may transform. Okay, transforming if you have a lot of tokens, which happens by casting sorceries or instants, and then boom, it becomes an artifact. Creature tokens you control lose all abilities and a base power 3/3, toughness 3. Okay, so those zombies we just created became 3/3, but they don't have this decayed anymore, which means they can't block when it attacks. It can't block, and separately when it attacks, sacrifice it at the end of combat. Okay, but that's pretty good. So they're kind of weak now. but we removed their abilities, and their abilities were kind of shitty. So that's kind of cool. I like this. I might keep this card for my zombie deck. Is it good? I don't know. We'll check it out. Ooh, some old cards. Again, super random mix. Dissection tool. I don't think that's anything exciting. Okay, so many random cards. But again, we didn't really pay anything. 20 euros, and I'm already happy with the Bloomer die. It's so nice. It's so cool. I mean, I'd pay 5 euros just for the die. And then there's something for the boxes. So I think we're pretty okay. I mean, I'm not holding my breath for any bangers, but you never know. I mean, even that one zombie card to play with could be quite fun. Let's see if we find any other rares. Ooh, what's this? Elf Druid. I love the elves. If you would create one or more tokens, you may instead create that many 2/2 green cat creature tokens with haste, or that many 3/1 green dog creatures. That's an interesting card. I like that card. What is this? Okay, quite nice of a saga. Okay, there's more of this Assassin's Creed stuff now. Ooh, and a rare. I don't really know anything about Assassin's Creed, but maybe this is a character. First strike. When Hassan enters the battlefield, and whenever one or more assassins you control deal damage to a player, return target historic card. What is a historic card from your graveyard? I don't know. Maybe it's something with this Assassin's Creed stuff. Okay, there's some nice Assassin's Creed cards. That's not a rare, but it looks kind of cool. We'll keep it. What is this now? This is a new set for us here. Ruinerous Intrusion. Exile target artifact or enchantment. Put X +1/+1 counter on target creature control, where X is the mana value of the permanent exiled this way. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell what's good and what's bad. This is from Japan, even with the Japanese sticker. So I mean, but that shouldn't be any money. But it's interesting. I'm not really sure how this collection, like who goes to Japan and buys cards and then have this small amount of cards. So maybe they just sold off some random stuff. I know this is not that good of a card or expensive, but we'll check. Ooh, like the older Japanese card. We'll check. At least there's a bunch of rares. This looks kind of cool as well. Maybe there's a collector who wants these. Maybe they're worth something. We'll check at the end. I'll do some quick editing for you, and you'll see the values. Enter the God of Eternals. Deals 4 damage to target creature, and you gain life equal to damage dealt this way. And target player mills 4 cards. Amass 4. So this does quite a lot, but also for 5 mana. Could be something. Target player draws X cards and loses X life. I think that's okay, but I think there's cheaper ways to do this, so that sounds a bit expensive. What is this? Dark Salvation. Target, oh, zombies again. I like the zombies, and the blue-black zombie deck could be coming. Target player creates X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens, then up to 1 target creature gets -1 until the end of turn for each zombie that player controls. But maybe they won't be controlling zombies, the people I'm playing with. Predator's Hunt, too much to read. Peer into the Abyss. Target player draws cards equal to half the number of cards in the library and loses half their life. This is so good, right? I mean, you can get a bunch of cards and you can win the game. That could be something. But it's also risky, losing half of your life. Liliana scored. Liliana seems to be a famous planeswalker. Destroy target creature. You may search a library and graveyard for a card named Liliana Death Mage. So very kind of synergistic specifically with this card. Sounds a bit random. What else do we have? I think we've seen this before. Search a library for X basic land cards. Okay, so land cards we can find. What else do we have? Some other rares. We'll go through those. Ooh, this just looks interesting. Looks like a dinosaur's foot. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Hey, this seems like a good card. I'll scan it just for my dino deck because it has the flavor. It looks like a dino. And I hate this card. I so hate this card. I don't like the big cat. And 2020, it sounds so ridiculous. But why not? But maybe it's a killer move at the end of the day. Sinister Walls. Too much text. Sigarda Summons. Let's read it. Creatures you control have control with +1/+1 counters on them, have base power and toughness of 4. 4 have flying and are angels. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So if you can make a lot of +1/+1, you can get a lot of flying angels. Okay, we still have some cards to go through. We'll pull out the... Okay, another Bloom Burrow for the common good. Create X tokens that are copies of target token you control. So you make copies of a token. Then tokens you control gain indestructible until your next turn. You gain 1 life for each token you control. This seems like a banger card. Let's check what else we have. And soon, time to get the values. Dread Presence. What is this? Whenever a swamp enters the battlefield under your control. That's going to happen a lot if I'm in a black deck. I draw a card and lose 1 life. That's such a good deal. And they lose life and I gain life. This could also be good in one of those combos, infinite loops of when they lose life, you gain life. When you gain life, they lose life. Zombie. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, this dude deals 1 damage to you, but you draw a card. Okay, so a lot of card draw for black decks coming up here. Zombies. I'm quite happy so far. A lot of zombies I can probably use to play. Tap 5 zombies you control. Put target creature card from graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. From a grave. So you can steal anybody's dudes. I think banger cards. Really bang. Okay, I don't know what that rarity is when it's purple. We'll check it. Oh, Bloom Burrow. Squirrel. This can be quite nice. Menace. Whenever this dude attacks, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of other squirrels, bats, lizards, or rats you control. This sounds also kind of cool. I don't know. I feel like some... Okay, again, so random. Now we're into some really vintage cards that I don't think are really worth anything. Target play gains 2 life for each creature in play. That could be pretty good, right? Any creature. There's so many creatures. We'll just check. Peer past the veil. Discard your hand and draw X card. With X card, blah, blah, blah. A lot of card draw. I'm just anxious to do the scanning. Let's get to it. Okay, some of these random Asian cards. I mean, it's really a mixed lot here. What is this? Chainsaw. When a chainsaw enters, it deals 3 damage up to 1 target. When a 1 or more creature die, put a rev counter on chainsaw. Equipped creature gets X power, where X is the number of rev count. Okay, so it's like a weapon that gets stronger. Ooh, kind of a nice foil. Okay, last rare, but we had still some more cards. I lost track of it. Let's check. Just now, let's just bang out the rares. Ooh, a mythic Necropolis Regent Vampire. Flying. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters. This looks like a banger card. This could be the best card. I don't know. It's mythic. It's old. It seems to do a lot. Let's check it out. And what else do we have here? A bit of a mixed lot. Some kind of an angel, flying, vigilance, hexproof. That sounds good. What else? Human soldier. Vampire Knight. Now let's get to it. Let's get old and rare. What is this? Another rare. A bunch of random rares. We'll check those. A rare and a rare and a rare. Ooh, this kind of nice art and a rare. Ooh, special art from Duskmourn and rare. Somehow I feel like there's too many rares here for them to be worth anything, but we'll check. Tree Folk. I'm excited about this. I would like to make a Tree Folk deck with like Ents from the Lord of the Rings, but maybe there's other things as well. Kirby's. So this dude enters the battle with a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the amount of mana spent to cast it. Okay. So the later you play, the more mana you have, the bigger it is. But then you can remove a counter from him to prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn to another creature with a +1/+1. So interesting kind of +1/+1 deck synergy. What is this? Some Fallout card, Zombie Mutant Advisor. When a zombie mutant you control dies, if its power was different from its base power. So if it has had some plus things on it, I can get a draw card. Okay, interesting cards. And that's it. Now we will make a quick pause, time travel, and I'll be back. And we are back. I actually have to say, I'm positively surprised. This many of the cards were rares below €1 or $1. This pile was like around €1 or €2, and this was around €4, €5, €6. Honorable mention, this card was 60 cents, 50 cents, but I think I'm gonna have it. I think it seems like a good card, and I like the flavor, sort of photo of it. I can try to read the flavor text, but I thought it was something to do with dinosaurs. Looked like a dinosaur's legs. I'll keep it. So I didn't do the full math on the calculation yet, but I think we made 15, 20 already here, and then around $40 here. Okay, already a spoiler. So we more than doubled the price, and special honorable mention, free die. So let's look at the €1 cards. So there were some of these Japanese ones. I don't think we're actually gonna be seeing any of that value in real life. It was a cool vampire. This Phyrexian dude I wasn't giving any attention to, so it's a flyer. If damage would be dealt to this Phyrexian Vindicator, prevent that damage. Okay, so you can't make damage to him. When damage is prevented this way, Phyrexian Vindicator deals that much damage to any other target. Okay, so if I would have read it, I would have maybe recognized its playable card. We had this, you may sacrifice a creature and everybody needs to sacrifice a creature. I thought this would have been worth much more. This was also worth something. I thought it's quite expensive counterspell, but hey, you make 3 damage to somebody. I think that's good as well. This one was quite nice, the Otter. This was maybe €2. Okay, the Offspring, maybe that's another important move, but it's a nice card draw, kind of scry, something like that. The Elf Zombie, this is quite nice. A lot of action, death touch first strike, so that makes sense. Peer into the Abyss, I think this one we talked about as well. I think this one seemed cool with the Inception Goblin dude here. And yeah, just a kind of a funky card with everybody, or with you need to draw cards equal to half of your library and lose half of their life. So that's not kind of crazy. You get all the cards you need and you can do something. Nightmare, this was kind of cool. We didn't read it. Yeah, it was if the swamp enters, something happens. I guess the card draw is kind of important. You get a lot of value for that. This one was again about the card draw. This was quite exciting. Maybe it's this part here at the end. Has all activated abilities of all creatures your opponents control, so you can do a lot of funky stuff, maybe stealing opponents moves. Then Edgar or Boy, of course, always a good card, I guess. I don't know this version, does it have a backside? Edgar Marcos Coffin. So this Edgar Marcos, that's like a famous €40 commander. So this is like his little brother Edgar, different version of Edgar. So he's like a dude, he helps all the vampires get buff, and when he dies he still comes back as this artifact that does what? Creates the white and black vampires and blood tokens and whatnot. So that seems pretty good. This angel we looked at, hexproof, flying, all of this stuff, that seems reasonable. This one I don't know what it is because it's Japanese. But let's take a look at the €4, €5, €6 cards. I said the Glimmer. We looked at this Glimmer because like when it dies it comes back, so it's kind of 2 creatures in one. So these Glimmers I think pretty banger. And then let me not just kind of mix them up again. So the Glimmer was nice. This one I liked as well. I said I'm gonna keep it, so this was also worth something. It was the zombie, create zombies, and then all those zombies become stronger. I mean, this is in Japanese again, but maybe there's a collector who wants it, or somebody who can figure out what this means by heart. But this was a nice card. Also worth. This one we didn't even check it because I said I don't know about this rarity, but I think this was like around a €5 card. So let's check what it is. When this dude enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where X is your devotion to black. Okay, that's pretty good. you gain life equal to the life lost this way. Ooh, okay, but what if you have like 4 opponents, 3 opponents? Then a lot of that is happening. So this was kind of a banger card, I have to say. Vampire Shaman, this one we didn't talk about. Flying protection from white, maybe not so important. But when this dude enters the battlefield, each opponent loses life equal to the number of vampires you control. You gain life equal to the life lost this way. So there's a lot of this life gain, card draw, and I think this card we had already in the beginning, but the foil version was worth a little bit more. So I think overall, I think we doubled our money or more just based on the cards. I got some more die into my die collection. I'm so happy, so excited for this lot. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Please hook me up with a subscribe. I'm still trying to get to my 50 subscribers. Thank you. See you in the next video.